We're here. Boomer versus Zoomer. Fuck you.
Yeah.
With
JHB.
Hello.
James.
Hi.
What's your full name?
James Bennett. I didn't want to say my middle name, but it starts with an H.
That's fair.
Hunter?
I'm actually the same. People don't know my middle name.
Harriet or something?
Hunter?
Do they? I don't know.
The first part of that.
Hunty?
Huntington.
The first part, literally only that.
Hunt.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
the? Wait.
James?
Yeah, I don't know how you
Hunt?
did that, but that was.
What?
That
That
I
was,
was
don't know
scary.
how.
I already forgot your last
I
name.
like how I said I didn't want to say it, and then I just said it.
I
Yeah,
know.
you really did.
Bennett?
Bennington?
Bennett?
Bennett.
Wow.
That's what I thought.
So your
Bennett.
whole name is a sentence.
James Hunt Bennett. Yeah, I guess that's true. That is true.
Well, a little.
That is boomer humor.
He's dying.
Wex is.
This is my last podcast before I'm gone. For
No,
like 3.5
don't
months.
remind me.
Stop.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you who don't know or don't remember, Wex had a child recently, and he'll be on paternity leave until
May 8th.
May 8th.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's going to be a long time.
What
I
the-
might not be here by the time you're back. They might replace me with someone cooler. Like, I don't know. People keep saying I look like Markiplier. I don't see it personally. I get a lot of comments on TikTok and on Twitch saying that I look like Markiplier. I look like Asian Markiplier. I'm like, motherfucker, Markiplier is Asian! Anyway, yeah, I get Markiplier, Bobby Lee, and sometimes Simu Liu, but like I think of the comparisons, Bobby Lee is probably the most accurate, I would say.
Or just a combination of all three.
Yeah, just an amalgamation.
Yep.
A little bit of both. Yeah, they say I sound like Markiplier too, but I think Markiplier has a much like deeper, more sultry voice, you know?
But I could see like the inflections that
I
you
do.
make are pretty similar. The way you flow your sentences.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I like the way he talks, so like...
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
I'll take that compliment all day. Nice. Have you guys ever been compared to like other celebrities?
Yeah.
Michael Cera for me.
Michael Cera?
Yeah, just because he's like awkward, all that stuff. Everyone
Oh, so
puts
not like
the
in
two together.
appearance, but more in mannerisms.
I mean, yeah, I can't really think of one based off appearance, but like mannerisms, yeah,
Okay.
it's a nice fit.
Wait, you said yes as well?
Yeah, I forgot her name, but she's also mixed. She's Japanese, and she's a model. She's really cute.
Not
I don't
the
think
one
we look.
from.
So I have
I don't
Bobby
think we
Lee.
look alike.
He has Michael Cera. She has a half Japanese, half white model. You know, that's fair.
No.
Mine is the guy I've gotten a lot from like Super Troopers.
Oh, I don't know
Who?
the actor's name, but I know who they're
Especially
talking
when
about.
I just have a mustache.
Yeah. Have you ever done? Would you ever dress up as him?
I've
you ever?
accidentally dressed up as him.
Wait, as like a highway patrol guy?
I was wearing a hat that was very similar, and then I had sunglasses, and then I was just playing around, and I had a mustache, and then everybody was like, "Oh, you look like the guy from Super Troopers."
That's fucking
You
funny.
guys can't see from here, but like,
I can't
See a little
see it.
bit.
Using my binoculars.
God.
No, I see it.
Peter and James.
I
There's
get it.
someone
Oh yeah,
here.
you're zooming in. That's much better.
There's someone here that's possessed by an owl.
by who?
What?
Possessed by what? Wait a second.
There's someone here that's possessed by an owl.
Yeah,
An owl?
Yeah.
yeah.
Come again?
There's someone here that's possessed by
Like
an owl.
in this room or
Yeah.
in this?
Yeah.
In this room.
Yeah.
By an owl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, you said I look like an owl?
No, there's
no.
someone.
There's
We
there's
haven't
someone
said
here.
which person, but there is someone in this room that is possessed by an owl.
What is that person?
You.
She tried to do that on me.
I'll leave you
That
guys
joke
going.
is
That's a
older
good
than
one.
both of us.
That's a good one. I had to
You
think
said
about
it,
that
but
for
you
a
didn't
second.
hear it, so it doesn't count.
Okay.
Damn.
Because he did say who.
Yeah, you said by who, but we're like,
Yeah.
we
By
know that
who.
you said by who because you.
Yeah,
You
because
didn't
he didn't
hear
it.
what you were
And then
saying.
when we did say it again, it's just not funny anymore.
Kyedae's just pissed because like neither
It,
of us
it
fell
was
for
good.
it.
And then
No one fell for it
Where'd you get that?
on TikTok.
Yes, I saw
Yes.
that one. The
Oh,
old guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then there's another one with like a lady, like the mom, and she goes, "Who? Who?"
Good one.
I like those type of jokes. Like I see those on TikTok where people get confused. Like, say milk 3 times.
Milk, milk, milk.
Say it again 3 times.
Milk, milk, milk.
Say it again 3 times.
Milk, milk, milk.
What do cows drink?
Water?
Yeah,
I think I did it completely wrong.
it's something like
You're supposed to say silk, and they say silk, 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 silk. what do cows drink? And then they usually go milk.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to
I
be
did it
like rhymes
completely
with
wrong.
No, how about this one? How old are you?
33.
If you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be?
If I was what?
Born 10 years ago, how old would you be?
I would be 23.
No, you'd be
No,
10.
no, 43.
You'd be 10.
No, you'd be 10.
If you were born 10 years ago, you'd be 10.
Damn it. All right. Hey, look,
He
one of
doubled
these
down.
Third time's a charm, I guess.
Fucking got
That's a good one.
Yeah, but there's like stuff like that.
Yeah, I like harmless pranks.
Mm-hmm.
Not like I pranked my friend by tripping them over shards of broken glass.
Oh my
like,
God.
Not a
I
big fan
hate
of
those.
those.
Or the people who go to Home Depot and they just like take a thing and they put it on someone's head and then they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like there was a guy who like, I don't know if it went viral, but like he was pranking people at the airport, which is like the worst place because nobody wants to be there,
Yeah.
by like grabbing their bags and then running.
Why would you?
What?
That's
Yeah.
not even funny though.
That's just like a crime.
piss
Like,
But
me
then
off.
he did it to the
Rude.
wrong guy,
Oh,
and the
shit.
guy
I saw
got
the video.
pissed, and he was like pulling his hair, the guy's hair, and he's like, "It's a prank, man! It's a prank!"
And then
Somehow the guy got arrested, probably. 'cause-
yeah,
wait,
security.
the guy who pulled his hair? Or?
Security ended up taking down the
Wait.
guy that got pranked.
Yeah,
Wait,
because he
what?
started going crazy. Because then he started going after the cameraman, and he was like, "Oh, don't film!" And then they just like knocked him down.
But
Is it-
that
is
would
it
have
fuck-
never
yeah.
happened if. Oh my
Is it
god.
fucked up that I'm not on the guy's side who like freaked out? Like the guy who.
Oh
got
no,
his
I
shit
was
st-
too.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
homie went a little crazy. Like when
He went
when
too
he started
crazy
going
in
for
that
the guy
video.
with the camera, because it's like, yeah, obviously, like camera, whatever, it sucks. But you're like, oh, stop filming. It's like you're not gonna
Like,
win. But
do you
like,
guys
yeah.
remember like the boyfriend versus girlfriend, like that channel? That
Oh,
was
prank
super
versus
vi-
prank. I love them.
Prank versus prank, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like some of them were funny, but then others were like crazy. Like I can't remember what channel it was. There was another one where it was like they pretended that their kid got onto like a, what was it again? Like not a tractor. Like it has four wheels.
An ATV of some
yeah,
sort.
ATV of some
It's
sort.
Roman
and then
Atwood's video, I think.
yeah. And then it blows up, and the mom's watching. Like it's kind of funny, but like it's really fucked up. And the mom like starts crying and shit. I'm like,
That's like just trauma. Like I actually saw what was it? So I watch Philly D on stream now. Like I watch like his like just to like catch up with like the current events and stuff. And I never really followed Philly D before because I wasn't really super into YouTube. And out of curiosity, I went to like some of his most watched videos on his channel, and there was one where he was covering a YouTube family called Family of Five. And yeah, that was some horrid
Daddy
shit.
05, yeah.
Was it Daddy of
It's
Five?
Daddy 05, I
Daddy
think.
of Five. Whatever.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. I'm not saying
Yeah.
whatever to you. I'm just saying like whatever. Fuck those guys. So basically,
Wait, is this like a family?
yeah, it's a family.
Channel?
So
families
from-
are like
it-
family YouTube.
it's a husband and wife and like 4 or 5 kids, something like that. And not all the kids are with like the same parents. It's like some of them are like stepfather, stepmother
Right,
to
right.
yeah. So
Okay.
they're like, we're gonna prank this one of our sons by pouring invisible ink or disappearing ink on the carpet and making them seem like, oh, they're in trouble. Like it was like that was the opening. And then as soon as the prank started, she's like, what the fuck is this? Get up here right fucking now. And like the kids like run up and they're like, what's going on? It's like, what is this? What did you do? And like both parents just start like fucking cussing out the kid. The kids, like one of the kids just starts crying. He's like red in the face. He's like, I promise I didn't do this. Like I swear it wasn't me. And then they're just like yelling at this kid. And he's like clearly fucking upset. And then
Exploiting like
yeah.
children for views.
Because they don't understand to a certain degree. Like I can understand maybe if they're like a teenager or whatever, you do some like jokey pranks, but like if they're that young, they don't know, and then they're crying. It was like
trauma.
there was another one where a guy gave his kids, it was like Christmas, and it was a PS5 box.
Yeah.
And it was like an old PS4 inside, and the kid like opened it and then threw the PS4 against the wall, which I'll say is not worth it.
Okay, yeah.
But then the dad got pissed as hell, but he was filming the whole thing to try to like do it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, so now you're grounding the kid and
For a prank that you did.
yeah, for a prank that you did, like, yes, the kid should not be throwing it and whatnot, but like,
But he's also a kid. And
You
like,
he's also a kid.
You also caused that anger for the child.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay, so this is completely unrelated, but it just reminded me of the Christmas stuff. I don't know if you guys saw it on your TikTok, but it was where someone would dress up as the Grinch and go into the
Oh yeah.
Okay.
best. I'm sorry, those were hilarious.
Those are funny to me.
Those are funny to me too.
Hilarious.
But like, I feel like
That one's on the border.
you kind of have to gauge
Nah,
the
I'm sorry,
reaction
that
of your
shit's hilarious.
kid a little
Yeah.
bit. I think if like they're clearly like traumatized, like you'd be like, oh, okay, like you just like go for the initial reaction and be
Really?
like, oh, honey, it's me. It's
funny
like
as fuck to me.
I'm just dressed up. But like if you like, I feel that.
Because
Yeah, it's great.
it's a gray area. Because there was one where it was all the kids just started screaming and going, ah!
Yeah.
And then there was the other one where the kid tried to punch him.
Yeah, the
little
fighting
kid.
one. Yeah, the
Yeah,
little
the
boy.
fighting one.
There's
Yeah.
like a little boy one, but then there's another one where actually it was like the parents trying to teach a lesson because the kids were being little shits.
Okay, yeah.
So there was one like that, and then there's a really fucked up, but it's the funniest one, and I have it saved. I'll show you later. I'll show both of you guys later. But basically, he like body slams the like the Christmas tree and just runs out with the whole thing. All the ornaments are falling everywhere, and the kids are just screeching. And it was the funniest thing ever. I'm sorry, it was so funny.
That's okay. I'm
Do they
sorry.
deserve it?
That's fucking
Probably
funny.
not, but it was
I don't know if I
fucking
would ever do that to my kids, but that's just funny. Well, I mean, like the thing, it's gray area for me because I clearly remember one time when I was like in elementary school and I was like going to bed, and my brother hid in my closet with a hockey mask and a hammer, and he like bust out of the closet door. I had like a nightlight, so I just see like this shadowy figure with like a weapon in his hand, and he's like just screaming and saying he's gonna murder me and shit. I'm like obviously crying and screaming. I'm terrified. He's doing this for like a full like 3 minutes probably, which is like felt like an eternity as a child. And then he turned on the light and he's like, it's just me, you idiot. He's like laughing at me. I'm just like cowering in the corner, like shitting myself and like terrified. And I was legitimately like afraid of the dark for, I don't know, probably until middle school, like way longer than any normal kid would have been. I remember like I actually slept in my mom and dad's bed in elementary school because I was scared of that shit happening again. So it's like videos like that are like funny to me as like a bystander, but like I also am just like, I wonder what long-lasting trauma that this one prank is gonna cause, you know?
Have you seen the this was like a big discussion years ago on YouTube, the whole like having toy channels on YouTube and just the amount of views those would get.
Yes.
Those are nuts.
Yeah.
What's
I mean-
the Ryan toy review?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that what
that's
it was?
one.
That kid?
Any
Rolling
channel-
into money.
Money.
He's got like
yeah.
a video
Millions.
game. He's got like products.
Any channel that does like content oriented towards kids is like fucking huge money, I realized. Because I remember I looked up a video, like I misspelled like a word on YouTube that I was trying to search for something else, and I like started showing out like kids videos, like babies videos, like for toddlers, and they all had views in the billions.
Well, it's
And it was
because they have
crazy.
autoplay.
Yeah.
And the kids will watch it over and over again. Although recently, because of all the whole like, you'll see the video and it says like YouTube Kids. There has been a cut in terms of how much money they make off of it. So it is not as much as like normal YouTube videos. But then like people like Ryan's Toys Reviews, they're making their money off of like merchandising and all that kind of stuff. That's where the real money comes from.
Isn't Baby Shark like the #1 most viewed video on YouTube or something like that?
No, it is. Is it not?
I don't know.
It
if
has to be
is.
top 10.
I just know it's like
it might
over,
be top.
it's
5.
over like 9 billion views, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's up there.
Oh wait,
Shark,
our producer Wex is on the case.
I love how you guys start singing the most viewed music video and act like we ain't gonna get
Yeah.
It would be a shame if it got copyrighted.
copyrighted by it.
No way, right?
There's no way.
Well, maybe because it's in the transcripts, whatever. More of an audience will come through. Am I right?
That's true.
Damn, I remember when Gangnam Style like took over the internet for a little bit.
#1, Baby Shark.
Yeah? How many views?
This was last updated. I don't know when, but it says 12.13 billion.
Wow. I love that.
How many people are on this planet? Like
8.
9 billion?
I think
Well, it's
8.
not like you watch a video once and then you're never able to see it.
No, that's true. I'm just saying, like, there are more views on the video
I'm
than
interested-
people on this planet. Which
I'm
is
interested
crazy
to
me.
see unique viewers.
Yeah.
Who has the YouTube login for the Baby Shark music video? Because I want to see that
Their
chart.
analytics, yeah.
I want to see that chart.
That shit's crazy. You do like release one like fucking banger kids music video, and like you were just set for life, essentially.
Who created it?
Some random
Wasn't it
kid
from
channel.
a show?
I honestly don't know. It was very like high budget for a kids show, so some network, I assume.
Was it high budget for a kid show?
It's not. It
looked pretty
wasn't
standard.
It wasn't high network, but it was like, okay, you could tell a company made this. That's fair enough.
Got it.
Kids are gonna enjoy it.
Not
That's all that
independent.
matters.
How's Psy doing in the rankings for most views? I know he was he was like number 1 at some point,
I feel
right?
like-
Yes,
yeah.
he
Number
was.
2 is actually was it Despacito,
Oh,
It's
that's
like 8
right,
million.
dude. Despacito took over.
I feel like
which is crazy.
I feel like size like 9 now or something.
Dude, Latin
guys will-
American viewership is crazy though.
You'll never guess number 3. Number 3 is Johnny Johnny Yes Papa.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry, not Latin American viewership.
John-
Latin viewership,
You
straight
don't-
up in general,
you don't-
is bonkers. It's huge.
You know the
Coco
Johnny Yes
Melon
Papa meme?
has 3 in the top 20.
Oh, baby shit, dude. I'm telling you, it's
What?
the
What is it
baby
on?
shit. Coco Melon, I think
Coco
it's
Melon.
like a baby cartoon.
Cocomelon.
Yeah. It's always on Netflix. It's like top 10 every single
It's a
week.
literal
heard it's
baby,
actually
right? With
not-
like blonde hair or something.
I heard it's actually like really bad for child development.
Yeah.
Cocomelon.
I think putting your kid on an iPad is just bad for their development, honestly.
Although, did you see that thing with back in the past about Peppa Pig? That the kids,
Yeah,
these
they'll-
kids were watching
yeah.
Peppa Pig so much that they
Accents.
started getting English accents,
Oh.
Yes.
like American kids.
Yes.
So they'd be like, "Mummy,
Yeah.
Mummy,
I kinda-
when can we go on holiday?"
Yeah, no, they actually did. I remember
I kind
that.
of fucking love that. I'm gonna show, dude. If my kids could be like these like little Asian Americans with British accents, mummy, that'd be
Can we go on
amazing.
holiday?
I hope that like today's kids are watching SpongeBob like the way we used to.
You know, I actually watched my first episode of SpongeBob recently.
I
Oh,
saw
yeah, I
that
saw that on
tweet.
your tweet.
Yeah, I watched it was called Pizza Delivery.
Oh my god, that's such a great one. Yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy. Like I think I watched like 2 or 3 episodes that night. It was like every episode was like, oh, that is where that meme is from. That is where that reference is from. It's from this episode of SpongeBob. And I feel like I totally missed out on this cornerstone of culture. And it's like almost insane to me that anyone could find me funny at all without having ever watched SpongeBob, because I feel like so much humor has somehow been derived from that show specifically.
I loved SpongeBob. There were a few shows that I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid. It was iCarly,
What? Wait, why?
SpongeBob, and then there was one more. But iCarly, my little sister and I used to watch it, and like, you know, kids are really impressionable,
Right.
and there's a lot of screaming and yelling in that show. Her and I used to just like, we were really loud, and our parents realized that
Oh,
iCarly
I
was
thought they
really
stopped
bad.
you from watching. It's like, you cannot become a content creator. You are not allowed to be an influencer. I
no.
thought that was the reason, and not like the yelling and screaming.
No.
The dream
And
is-
then SpongeBob is just like wasn't there a thing that it makes people like their brain rot? So my
SpongeBob?
my mom says it's so bad.
I just feel
It
like
makes you
parents
stupid.
probably saw the character of Patrick and were like, do not adopt his
yeah.
mannerisms. Do not be like this guy, okay? So,
The dream as a child was to somehow be on that iCarly stage. I don't know what it was, but just because
do they have like a live
Just getting
stage?
slime.
people? I mean, yeah, by Nickelodeon in general. Just that idea of people coming onto that show, even though it was all like on a script. But just as a kid, it was like, I want to be on there one day. I don't know how, but we can make it happen. And then you just never do it.
Yeah.
What shows did you watch growing up?
iCarly, Big Time Rush.
Yeah, I remember Big Time Rush.
That's the band, right?
Yeah.
Or they became a band or something?
Yeah.
I didn't have cable growing up.
Same.
Yeah.
High five.
Victorious.
Oh my God, Victorious!
Yeah. You
the
guys
hell?
familiar?
Wait, they don't know?
I know of Victoria. Listen,
Wait, actually, this is great. Thank
know,
you.
I
Keep
know.
didn't have cable back in
Okay,
our
I-
day.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what Victoria
We had to
is.
crank
What?
the TV.
Do you know True Jackson VP or no?
No, that I don't know.
Was there ever
Did you
an
hear
era-
the antenna? No, the antenna.
Wait, what was
Oh,
the
of
opening
course,
for
yeah, yeah.
Victorious again?
It's her like in front of
Yeah,
Hollywood. Here I am once again,
Feeling lost, but now and then
This
I
episode's
breathe
getting
it
long.
in to let it go.
The theme song that's in my
And
head
you
is the
don't
Wayne
know
Girls.
when.
I don't know the rest.
We're happy and we're singing. Give me a high five.
What the hell are they talking about?
I don't know what they're doing.
The Wayne's
I had
brothers.
the Golden Girls theme in my head.
Oh.
Thank you for being a friend.
You don't
There's
have
also
to
like
be
sister,
afraid of
sister,
Sister, yeah.
And there's
For
like
some reason, I watched the entire.
Oh my God, we're
The
going down
entire
memory lane.
also had like Sabrina
Holy
the Teenage
shit,
Witch.
James.
Trying to think of what else.
Wait, what cartoons did you watch growing up?
So I had PBS.
Okay.
So you had Arthur.
Okay, yeah.
Every day when you're walking on the street.
Yep.
Classic.
Um,
How about Franklin?
Franklin, I think, but I didn't really watch it that much. But it was on PBS. Then you had some of the other ones, like the WB.
Oh,
Like
I love
before
the
the CW, it was the WB and UPN basically came together. UPN was like, Sister and
How about Treehouse? Is that Canadian?
Treehouse. Does not
You're
sound familiar.
Doesn't ring a
watching
bell.
Treehouse.
No.
JHB
That's
would probably know better.
Me.
I don't know.
That's Canadian
Maybe
then.
Canadian thing.
No.
Fuck.
The
You guys-
WB was the one with the frog. It was like,
I just feel
watch out
like,
for UB.
No.
dude, comic book shows were so fucking good back then. I mean, I didn't even have cable, so
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
have Teen Titans, which is apparently one of the best ones ever made.
I didn't watch
I
it, but
didn't
I
watch
hear
it.
it's
Yeah, apparently Teen Titans was really good. I never got to watch
Yeah.
it, but like the Batman animated series.
Yes. Batman
so good.
Beyond.
Batman Beyond
used
was
to be
so
on there,
good.
so good.
I love the Spider-Man animated
Yep.
series as well. Like they had so many. There were so many good
There
ones.
were so many good ones. Saturday
like,
morning cartoons.
Fuck man, the fact that Kevin Conroy just like voiced like a Batman TV show, may he rest in peace. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking iconic. It was so good. Those are
We're on
good
different
times.
planes. Yeah.
No, we were literally just singing like the Victorious
I think
opening.
I need to look
That
this
was the
up.
one with Ariana
Victorious?
Grande, right?
Victorious.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cat.
that's where Ariana Grande started from. She was Cat
Actually,
Valentine.
Yeah, I didn't watch Sam and Cat all that much. I watched a little bit.
Sam and Cat was the final like Nickelodeon or kids
Yeah.
show for me in general.
Yeah,
I was
that's kind of it.
Although I was sad when it ended, I think that was the point where I officially like was.
Grew out of it, kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah, I feel the same. I watch it with my sister too. What else?
Why is there a puppet?
Oh my
Rex.
god, yes.
What?
That's so.
There's a character named Robbie Shapiro
Yes,
who has
Robbie!
a puppet named Rex.
Yes.
I only
Oh my
recognize one person who I think is Ariana Grande.
Hey, Jade, too, right? Is that
Yeah,
is that her name?
Elizabeth Gillies. That's who that is. Yeah,
I loved her. She was one of my favorite.
I don't recognize
and
most of those
Andre.
characters.
Yeah,
Trina.
Andre.
A lot of people talking about that show nowadays. They said that Trina. Yeah, is it Tori that's the main character?
I thought it was
Probably because Victorious has Tori in it, right?
Oh, that makes
Oh yeah, her
sense.
sister. I hate her sister.
Yeah, Trina. Everyone talks about how they don't like Tori now.
Wait, why?
They just think she's annoying, and I'm just like, damn. Okay.
No, back then I loved it.
I know back then I loved it, but everyone looks back on it now and is just like, damn.
You're right. It's true that. Well, there's a lot of things where like you have really fond memories of, and then you like relive it / rewatch something, and you're like, what the hell? Because I remember I had like a favorite movie. I can't remember it anymore. Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And I tried rewatching it with Tyson because I remember it being really good.
Yeah.
It was the
No, there's a
was
lot of
bad.
movies and shows that have not aged well. There are a lot of jokes that have not aged well. Like,
yeah.
like
oh yeah.
pretty bad.
Especially ones with Drake and Josh. Those ones have aged poorly.
I heard either Drake or Josh is like a scammer now, something like that.
It's I believe it's.
And then one of them cheated or something.
Drake,
I think
Is
Drake.
Drake?
I just know Drake is the one who's like very.
who's had issues.
And then
Yeah.
one of them didn't invite one of them to the wedding or
Yeah.
whatever.
Probably Josh didn't invite Drake to the wedding. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
know
was
that. I
don't
just
know.
watched a video from
I didn't really watch Drake and
Copyzilla, the
Josh.
guy who like does investigations on like crypto
Wait, I wanna
scammers,
look- I wanna
and he
look at
did
Oh.
a video
old TV
on
show.
one of the Drake and Josh people.
I think
So-
it was Drake Bell because didn't Drake Bell also like kind of like run to Mexico or something and then he became like a star?
He's Drake Campagna over there.
Fairly Odd
Campagna.
Parents.
I forgot. Yes.
Fairly Odd
Yes.
Parents kind of,
A little
even though I
bit.
didn't see, I was like aware of it and stuff.
I feel like I would go over to my friend's place here and there, and like the Fairly Odd Parents would be on their TV.
Yeah.
That's how that was my exposure to it.
That's how, and like even for me, even for like video games for me, because my first console that I was allowed to own was a GameCube. I had like a Game Boy Color before, but I'd go over to my friend's house and watch those cable shows and play on his Nintendo 64 and Xbox. We played Halo, we played Super Smash Bros, like the OG Smash Bros.
Yeah, those are good times.
This is random. Have you guys watched Everybody Hates Chris?
Yeah.
Oh.
I am aware of
Everybody
it.
hates Chris.
Is that's an old show now, right?
It's like
Yeah.
2007, 2004 to 2007 ish.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that old?
Yeah, it's pretty
oh,
old.
shit. I didn't know that came out
It's,
when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of
think
the
that's
I don't
what
know
it
if you
is.
guys watch Abbott Elementary, but like one of the teachers on there was there as a kid. It was basically about the young life of Chris Rock, because
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock was the narrator
Yeah.
for the show. And yeah, there was some wild stuff.
It
on
was
there.
great.
Like his teacher.
Oh my God.
That's all I'm gonna say. His teacher. Yeah, the clips go viral.
Like every once in a while, I see a clip from that show of the teacher, and it's like I
Just
completely
Google
forget.
it. Just
Yeah,
Google it.
Oh my god. And
But I think that one was actually on network TV, so I did
was.
see that one.
it's just in the 80s Bed-Stuy. It was very fun to watch as a kid, but then I actually rewatched it like 2 years ago, like from start to finish, and it was worth it. It was
Yeah.
great.
How about Dexter? Any of you guys
I mean,
watch
Dexter's
Dexter?
Laboratory?
Laboratory or Dexter?
Not like
No, like
Dexter
Dexter,
Murderer.
Dexter.
Oh, like the serial killer Dexter?
Oh, I was doing laboratory.
I watched that.
I remember watching the first like 2-ish seasons of that show and thinking it was really good. I fell off of it for whatever reason, and then I heard the hubbub about how like it was progressively not. It was getting worse.
Yeah.
And then the finale was just like a stinker. And then like they rebooted the show and then they re-stinked it. And it was like supposed to be apparently really fucking bad again. So
Yeah, it was really good. There's a certain part, like, I could spoil it, but like, whatever. Like, it's been out for a while, but like, there's a certain point where it's like at the best, and then that next season just it falls off.
it was like the Trinity season, right? The Trinity Killer season?
Trinity Killer, wasn't that like the first season?
I thought
Or
it was
no.
Second season, no?
Is that the one with John Lithgow?
Yes, that's the
Yes.
Trinity. Yeah,
The end of that arc is like the top point of the.
Yeah, I remember that season of Dexter being really
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yes.
But-
After that, not so much.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't even think I tried watching the season after that. I don't even remember. But yeah, another show that kind of. Oh God, I'm just remembering. Chuck.
Yes, with the guy who plays Shazam.
Yeah.
So the guy, Shazam.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So the
his
main
name
guy, Zachary
Levi.
Levi.
I think. Yeah. I like that show, but then also fell off of that
That
show.
was a good show too. That was like a surprise show. Just like, did you ever see My Name Is Earl?
No, I hadn't.
I did not.
I remember.
was
I know the
so
guy
good.
with the mustache.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
never
yes.
watched it.
Yeah, so good.
I didn't watch it, but it was one of those like pops up every once in a while
Yeah.
things. Like I might eventually watch it because I heard it was really good.
It's really,
but
really good.
I also heard the ending wasn't good.
I didn't watch it all the way. That was another show where I watched like the first season was like incredible because it was like, it doesn't look that good. Because basically it's this guy, and I might not be remembering right. He has like a whole list of people like he did wrong in the past. It's a comedy, and each episode is like him like making it up to them.
I see.
It's
Okay.
in, like,
Okay.
I may be getting it completely wrong. I can't remember.
That's fair.
It was something like that.
Okay, I recently watched a Family Guy episode, like the recently new ones, like sober. And
Okay.
holy, no, because I will only watch that show when I'm high.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on podcast. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
People know I
I
smoke.
think it's
Just
fine.
like you're eating gummies.
But yeah, no, like I'm realizing even now to this day, like the the jokes are like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
When you're sober, this is just a lot to take in. It's like next scene is like all of this shit. Next scene is all of this. And I'm like,
It very much
wow.
is like a stream of consciousness. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
It's what they call non sequiturs.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And they keep jumping to like, back in that time I did that thing.
Old Family Guys are the most like intense to watch.
Yeah.
But also American Dad was very fun to watch because although there weren't a lot of cutaways and stuff, it was just a very like well put together family for that type of show.
Morning,
USA and Roger the Alien too.
Yes,
he
love
he
Roger.
makes it for me.
He makes it so good.
have you guys heard the shit about Justin Roiland and Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty.
Kyedae, did you hear?
No.
Wait, you
What?
Okay, so
Was I making a joke and like wait,
no,
die
well,
or some shit?
I mean, it's just
It's just more of like it was everywhere.
Oh no.
so basically Justin Roiland, like one of the co-creators and also the voice of Rick and Morty of the show, is currently in the middle of I think a civil case
Jesus. I'm
For-
sorry.
for-
I should have. I was just saying Rick and Morty. You know, like the meme.
for was it domestic violence and
my
like
God.
felony kidnapping?
Was it that too?
I don't know.
I think that was I think that was
Oh,
technically
it was. Okay, so the stuff that I was seeing was that because I thought it was.
Oh my God.
I think that was technically the charge because I think it was like he was intimidating like the girl he was dating into staying with like in the premises with him.
Got
Like
it.
they didn't feel physically safe enough to like leave. So I think it's like yeah, domestic abuse and felony kidnapping, something like that. From my understanding, his attorneys are battling the case and they're like confident that they'll like win the case or like the case will be like dismissed. But like Adult Swim, like like basically every company that's associated with him has
Yeah. The
essentially
game,
Squanch Studios,
Squanch
something like that.
Studios, yeah.
Guys, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I
That's
did
fine,
not
that's fine.
know.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
So I was gonna clip that like Rick and Morty, Rick, and then
Felony
Well, the show is
kidnapping,
going to
Rick,
still
Rick.
continue. They said that everything that he was tied to is still continuing. So that one, I think it was.
But
what,
how
I've
though?
never watched
Solar.
Rick and Morty anyways.
I
Okay,
mean-
to be fair, there's this guy on TikTok that's
Yeah.
really fucking good at Rick and Morty impressions. I think his name was like Morty Time or something.
Yeah, they did that with well, not exactly the same way, but like changing the voice actor with the Cleveland show. Because
Yeah.
that one YouTuber, what's his name?
I don't know the same. Azer's Azerrz.
Yeah. Azers. Yeah.
He just did like on Call of Duty. He would do like Cleveland Brown impressions.
Oh, and then they
Aw.
fucking hired him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of
so
cool.
I love that for him. No, because I feel like there's a lot of like voice actors actually that are like easily replaceable, which kind of sounds sad.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, like it's a little bit more different because he's like a creator, but in terms of the voice, yeah, it's very.
Yeah. Also, for the guy that plays Cleveland, he's also the same voice as like Consuela, the oh no guy. Just a lot of people. It's wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of like people. Even South Park, I think there's certain like voice actors and stuff that will voice like 10 people.
Same thing on The Simpsons.
Same thing on The Simpsons.
And
I love The Simpsons.
and Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane does Brian, Quagmire, Peter, Stewie, all those. Like his voice has to be
Is American
tired.
Dad the same people as Family Guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seth MacFarlane also voices Stan Smith
Yeah.
and Roger.
Maybe I'll just get Seth MacFarlane to like fucking voice Rick and Morty. I don't know. I just feel like Rick and Morty is like so like self-aware in a way that they could just be like Rick, why do you sound so different, man? You know, and it's like, oh no, I'm in court right now, Morty. Like I don't know, something like that. Like they could just like be self-referential.
This is his
in a way.
audition.
Shit, no. I mean, everyone has their own Rick and Morty impression.
I know.
JP, your turn.
I don't know, Rick. See, I can pull it off.
It started off weak and then it actually got better.
I was
I felt
just
like you were
nervous.
yodeling at first.
I didn't know how to do the voice, so I just kind of went with it. But I'm very glad that.
All
I
right,
can
Lex, it's
continue.
your turn.
What?
Your
Oh,
impression.
I can't do them.
If you had to choose between, do Rick. I think Rick is a little easier.
Rick is the squeaky one, right?
No, the older guy.
The older guy.
Morty's
Never
the squeaky guy.
watched
Hey, Rick. Morty.
I mean, you don't sound like him, but like,
He also burps mid-sentence because he's drunk all the time.
yeah, he's an alcoholic.
Sounds like my kid.
Nice.
Oh.
Not being an alcoholic. You know,
burping part. we know.
burping part.
Gotta make a call real
Weirdos.
quick to see.
Had to clarify.
Have you guys watched that one Netflix show, which is so it's basically a podcast, but they animated it. But it's the premise of they'll go into.
Can we animate one episode of this podcast? One.
So, funny story about that is if you look back, we were like experimenting with things. We actually had animated episodes of Courage and H.O. Show.
Oh, really?
It wasn't
I
like
remember those.
full. It would be based off of clips because we have clips that come out, and we had somebody fully animate the clips. So, but it was cool because it was like it would be them at the table doing it, and then when they would talk about the stories, they would act out the stories with like it was really cool. I want to bring it back.
No,
That'd be so
I
cool.
actually love those. Like, there's a YouTuber named Emery Chu, I believe, and she will just like have like these table talks with her friends. Like, they'll just talk about random shit, and then she'll just record that, and then just like draw out like the voicing. Like it's not like animated per se. It's like think of it as like almost like comic panels with flair. You know what I mean? So like I always thought that was really cool
Yeah.
too, and like would love something like that.
The Midnight Gospel. I found it, but basically, you guys should watch it. I highly recommend. Like, or if you have the time to, you could just listen to it. You don't even need to watch it. But it's basically like a podcast, and they animated it. But it's really cool because like the animation kind of ties to like what they're talking about, but not really at the same time. So it's like basically this character, and he picks like a world to go into, and he goes into it, and then it's just like talking about it. But
It's cool.
I remember first hearing about it when I saw it on TikTok, but they have one episode talking about like grief and death, and it's the last episode of this series, and I can't remember exactly who he was talking to, but I think anyways, it's a good watch. It's really, really cool. And I highly recommend it. And I love the way that they did it. And I think that'd be
Cool.
It'd be kind of cool to like.
I'm always
just
looking
imagine
for like,
animating.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new shows to get into. I'm like,
Wait, it was the Midnight Club?
The Midnight Gospel.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Midnight Club is a racing game, I think.
No, well, Midnight Club is, and it was also a Netflix show.
Oh.
It actually, I think had the record for most jump scares in a TV show
Oh,
ever.
fuck that. I hate jump scares.
I love
and
jump
it's
scares
canceled.
because they're
I
funny.
fucking hate it.
I think 2016, 2017 was my introduction to Netflix when I got into shows. Because, like, oh, man. I mean, I started off watching Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then 13 Reasons Why, because I was in school. And that became like
show messed me up.
Yeah.
It was also
I
around the
heard-
time I was depressed too, so it did not help
I
at
actually
all.
heard that show was very bad, like destructive.
It was good.
What?
The first season was very, like, although it was weird at times, it was a very, like,
Informative.
show.
And
Which
they
one?
had many like warnings
13 Reasons
too.
Why.
Ah, yes.
But the
yes,
problem
yes.
is, I heard like that
yeah.
show was also very enabling for people that had suicidal ideation.
They made 4
like
seasons of that show.
romanticizing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but they had a lot of warnings. They'd be like, if you're feeling any of these things, these are very triggering topics. You know, like if you need to call someone, here's a number,
Right.
everything. They were like, they also like recommended many times that if you are having like suicide ideation / thoughts, to not watch the show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember I watched the first season. I just didn't
watched
really watch
it.
the
Yeah,
other
but
ones.
they just, I think the term is jump the shark. They went second season, third season, fourth season for something that was mainly based off of only the first season.
Yeah, that's what tends to happen.
It wasn't like
I just did the first season.
first
Wait.
season was good.
So
At least-
boomer question about Netflix.
Yeah.
Were you old enough or did you ever do Netflix on disc?
I would ask my mom
get it mailed in.
rarely, maybe once a year for a movie on Netflix.
I did.
Oh, what
Wait,
the
let me explain.
I
Let
did
me
it.
explain because you look very shocked.
thing.
Before
Wow.
it became like you were streaming it, you would basically get it mailed to you. You would go online and you would see what would be available, and some of the stuff like wasn't available, or there was a queue of people waiting for it, and you would either get one or two, like it was different tiers.
And these are like new things that not
DVDs.
okay. Because what I remember doing like in Canada was like once a week on Saturdays, my dad and I would go into like the shops and they have like the movies and you get to choose like if
Yeah,
they
like
had it. And they kind of just,
Blockbuster.
rent it, and then you'd just go and return it like later.
Yeah. Actually, Netflix's DVD rental system essentially put Blockbuster out of business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And then eventually they just kind of
they
no
all-
longer put focus on the DVD rental aspect.
Well, they tried catching up because then Blockbuster, it took Blockbuster a while because then Blockbuster was like, okay, now you can get them mailed in and whatever. And then by that time, Netflix was like, oh, by the way, you can just start streaming. I think I still have my Netflix. I have a Netflix disc that would let me stream for my Wii.
Whoa.
So you would put in a disc in your Wii that would
God.
say Netflix, and that's how you were able to.
Did it work well?
watch it. Nah.
No, I mean, I feel like none of those fucking apps that you could add onto your Wii.
But you know
worked
what's what's crazy is that you could actually watch Netflix on your Wii and you can't on your Switch.
There's a lot of shit that you should be able to do on your Switch, but you can't. But I don't want to get into it and piss off like fucking
I used to
Nintendo, man.
I used to just put my discs in the PlayStation 3 to watch movies.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Dude.
The one movie I got on Netflix that I remember actually getting was Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked, if you've ever heard of that.
Of course I've heard it. It's
Okay, good.
I don't know that one.
That's the one movie I know I got from Netflix sent to me.
Almost as good as the Squeakquel.
I just remember
I
there was a
Alvin and
period of
Chipmunks,
time.
The Squeakquel?
No, the Squeakquel?
I've watched all of them, but I can't remember. Like I remember.
You just know you watched it.
Yeah, I just remember watching it, and that's like a lot of movies. I feel.
I need to watch the new one. I heard the new one's actually really good.
I really like the new one.
Guys, have you watched the new Puss in Boots?
It's amazing.
It's unironically
so good.
I've
Seen
So
it 3
good.
times.
Okay, because here's the funny thing, right?
3
I was
times.
talking to Twitch, like my chat, and I was like, guys, like Tyson and I are going on a day night. Should we watch Avatar, like the newest one?
saw that.
Or should we watch Puss in Boots? And everyone unironically voted for Puss in Boots.
Yep.
And I was like, this has to be a joke, right? Because like in my head, I was expecting it to be like very catered towards children and stuff. But
Yeah.
no, it's very catered towards the people that grew up watching like Shrek when we were kids to now.
Yep.
And then the ending of the movie, it kind of like insinuated that we're gonna get a Shrek movie.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Well, it was just hard because I was like so burnt on the last Shrek movies, and the other Puss in Boots hadn't come out since like 2013.
Yeah.
and it was just so good. And the themes, and honestly, it depicted like panic attacks in a way that I've never seen in a kid.
Yes.
So accurately.
It was
Like
so
the scene
good.
where he's seeing the wolf and he
Yeah.
runs, and then the dog comes and
No,
puts his-
that it made me so sad, like hearing about the dog. Like, obviously, I don't want to spoil
yeah.
everything, but just like background story on one of the characters, like of abuse.
He experienced a lot of trauma,
Yeah,
essentially,
but,
and kind of
like-
laughed it off.
It
But,
was. I loved the way that they like. Honestly, kids could still watch it, and like, obviously, they're not gonna get like the in-depth understanding of all of the concepts and stuff. But it was such a well-made movie. At first, it took a little bit of getting used to with like certain fight scenes, how it was very like.
Oh, I love that part.
I like that style.
Like
that
the
they did.
Into
No, it
the
was
Spider-Verse,
interesting.
like
Yeah,
frame rate change.
It was really interesting to like, because at first I was like, I didn't realize that that's what I was gonna get into. But then
Yeah.
like after, like
got used to it.
I got used to it. But it was super cool.
The first scene like reminded me of like Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Oh my
Like,
god, that straight up
legit.
was like.
Are you
Attack
talking
on
about
Titan.
the
giant-
mountain?
the
Yeah, yeah.
giants?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, I highly recommend.
I literally
Really
bought
fucking
it
good.
on VOD.
I guess my only criticism of the film would be like there were certain side character storylines that were a little too predictable, I guess. With
Like what?
Goldilocks and the Bears.
Oh yeah, that's,
Yeah.
But like
It was sweet, though.
But it is sweet.
Yeah,
it
I
is
get
one
what
of those
you're
things
saying.
where it's like I can't really complain too much because like this is
That makes sense.
yeah. But I also was not like the biggest fan of her voice casting. Sometimes it felt like she was bored whenever she was talking.
Talking about Florence Pugh.
Yes, I know the
I
Florence.
thought it was Adele for the longest
Really?
because they have very
I
similar
liked
voices.
every casting except people are gonna maybe get mad at me. The wolf. I wish his
Really?
voice. I wish his voice. Okay, so here's the thing. I wish his voice was a little bit more raspy and like deeper, scary. To me, it wasn't that scary.
I was freaked out. I, think
thought
it
he
was
was sinister
perfect.
as hell. Yeah.
Really? No, I didn't.
thought
I didn't
it was
feel it.
perfect.
It was only like this. It was only like the whistling shit that kind of got scary, and like Tyson was like grabbing onto my arm because he wasn't. He was scared.
It was
Oh, that's so
legit. It was
cute.
legit scary. Or like he's like popping up. There was a clip of he actually appears earlier in the movie, but you can't see it. So like when he's fighting the
giant.
the bell giant, and you see how everybody does the wave. There's like a
one-
part where he goes up and everybody's like, the wave. He's in like literally one of the alleyways, just standing like there.
Wow.
I'll show you the clip,
Easter
but he's
eggs.
literally there.
Yeah, one of my favorite like villains in a movie in a long time.
Oh yeah,
Love this design.
Me and my friends drove an hour to Irvine Spectrum Center, which is like a big shopping mall where the movie theater is. We were gonna watch it, but then once we got there, we were like, actually, let's do a bit of shopping first. We do our shopping. Once we finish, let's actually let's go to a Dave and Buster's. We go to a Dave and Buster's because also we heard from another friend that one friend said they weren't the biggest fan of it. So we were like, oh, okay.
What?
And that was like the first or second day it came out. And then right after that, later that week, all of my friends are talking about how it's one of the greatest like films they've ever watched. And me and my friend group are just like, we're upset. And I still haven't seen it to this day.
you will enjoy it.
I rented it or like I bought it. So
I bought it as well.
I bought it off Amazon Prime. Like my girlfriend was just like, "Why are you buying it? You can just rent it." I was like, "Well, buying it's like $10 more. It's like 35 as opposed to 25." She's like,
Yeah.
"You don't even know if it's good." I was like, "Whatever." And then we watched it. And she's like, "Yeah, I would watch
It's
that
very
again."
rewatchable too. I
Yeah,
watched
very
it 3
rewatchable.
times just to show like other people. I was like, oh well.
I know I'll watch it and I'll enjoy it.
It's really good. I highly recommend that
oh,
film.
I cannot wait.
I still need to watch Avatar though.
Me too.
I do too.
I have seen it. Definitely should see it in theaters.
Yes, that is what I.
That's
will
what
do.
I would say.
There's so
is it
many
still
movies.
in theaters?
Yes,
It's gonna be.
it's gonna be for a while.
It
Okay.
just passed Infinity War in
Holy
box office.
fuck!
What's the highest grossing film of all time?
Avatar.
Avatar.
Oh,
No,
Yeah, the
No.
first one.
still.
Yeah, they re-released
I thought it was
a
in-
couple of times.
I thought it was
Endgame. No,
Not
they
Endgame?
re-released Avatar like 2 or 3 times.
I think Endgame's like second.
wait,
or third.
that's
Endgame is
cheating
still-
though.
I know.
How does James Cameron do it? Like he made Avatar, Titanic. Like
Holy shit!
I don't know.
He does all the good stuff.
Well, I think the thing is too with Avatar. I think specifically it appeals to a lot of people even overseas as well, and it's not like banned anywhere as well.
Oh yeah, that's.
There hasn't been a Marvel movie that's released in China since the second Spider-Man movie, the back in 2019.
Like Far From Home or no?
No.
Homecoming?
Yes, Far From Home.
Sorry, all the Spider-Man film names are like very
Yeah.
confusing to me because they're all home related.
Homecoming, Far From Home, yes, because
Okay.
No Way Home is the third one. Since 2019, there hasn't, and they're now releasing, I think, Black Panther and Ant-Man in China, like this month.
Wait, why were
month.
they banned though?
There's some like laws that just like
I know some video games aren't allowed.
right, but like when it comes to like certain movies, there are certain reasons why, and then also depending on what season it comes in, sometimes it gets pushed and then like it never comes out. Like if it's during the Chinese New Year,
Oh, okay.
everything just shuts down.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch it. I do. This is like the one movie where it's like I hear split 50-50 review actually from some people.
I'm 50-50 on
Yeah,
it.
because like some people say like, oh, it's great, but then others are like, if certain scenes were cut out and it was shorter, it'd be perfect. But I feel like, even remember when we watched the movie for your birthday?
Oh, Lord of the Rings,
Lord
Fellowship
of the
Ring.
Rings, yeah. Like obviously things could have been cut out, but I think what makes the movie so great and the love for the characters that you have is because of all of like the length and
To be fair, we did watch the extended edition,
oh shit. I
so
didn't
that
know
was like 3 hours. Like that was like the full thing. So like if you watched it in theaters when it first came out, you would have watched a more like pared
Cut
down
version?
version. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a wrap up. Wait, but before we do, I feel like we should talk to James a little bit more. I felt like it was just a conversation.
Well, no, it was only what movie, Puss in Boots. I didn't watch that, so I was very like, huh, okay, good to know.
Yeah.
You do not need to
joining
see
in.
the first one. I will say that.
Oh, really?
I didn't
don't
watch
have to watch the
I didn't
first
watch
one.
the first one.
No,
I
you
didn't
have
even
to
know
watch
there
the
was
first
another
one.
Puss in Boots movie.
Literally nothing you're gonna miss out.
Aw.
James, what have you been up to though?
Just work, honestly. That's mainly been it.
Grinding it out.
Yeah, doing my best, but no, it's been great. I upload like once every few months, and I uploaded a video like this week, and it hit 1 of 10. So I'm just very like,
Let's go.
Good for you, man.
I
is
did
it on?
something. I went to Albuquerque to recreate Breaking Bad scenes.
Yes. That's awesome.
But it was very fun. I
I
don't.
saw it on your Twitter.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't usually put like budget into like the videos I make as much, but I kind of did for this one to travel, and I'd say I was very happy.
Good
that
for
I
you,
did
man.
it, so.
That sounds dope. I'll watch it
Aw.
later.
Thank you.
Cool.
Great.
But yeah, it's been
Yeah.
great.
Well, James, thanks for joining us. Where can we catch you? Where can we find you? Socials?
Oh gosh, my Twitter is JHB Team. I know that's complicated, but we'll figure it out.
It's not.
But, oh, okay.
The letters J, H, B, and team.
Well, you never know. Basically, yeah, it's that. And then YouTube, Instagram, all the same.
We're gonna do another one of these episodes, and we're just gonna go for 2 hours because,
Down.
We should.
good God,
Run it.
these are so much fun.
feel
I
like
love
because
when we
we
go
lost
down.
I feel like we lost track
memory
of
lane.
time because I wanted also. Well, it was. I think we got the boomer versus zoomer dynamic a lot in this, and I feel like
yeah.
I'd want to talk to James about more stuff
unfortunately,
too.
we had a few like technical stuff come up, so we had
Yeah.
to cut shooting a little short. But I mean, this was great.
Yeah.
I'm sad that you're gonna be fucking gone until
Oh my
May.
God, that's true.
That's crazy. I
Hey,
mean, maybe
listen.
if you ever want to just like pop in.
No,
Whenever you want.
don't. Fuck no.
No.
I better not see you until May 8th.
You just take my spot. I'll go take care of your. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
No, just pop into my stream, Twitch TV /
Yes.
Well, will you show your baby
it's
on
Mr.
stream?
Wex. Yes.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
yes.
What's the Twitch.tv?
Twitch.tv / it's Mr. Wex.
It's Mr. Wex.
It's Mr. Wex.
That sounds like a movie title. You know.
What games are you going to be streaming? Valorant.
I don't know. No, definitely not.
Overwatch.
Probably not even Overwatch. I'll probably do some Super Auto Pets.
What about like The Last of Us?
And
Have you played that
then-
game yet?
Maybe I'll do
Hey,
Just Dance.
Because I stole his PS5.
Hey,
Yeah.
you okay?
I'll do some
not-
Just Dance.
Oh my god, please do.
You know,
done it
treadmill
before.
streams are kind of the meta right now.
Get a workout as well. Why
Yeah.
not?
Oh my god, no.
Just make sure to wear something tight.
Atriox watching
Always.
Community on stream, the show. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, because Community uploads onto YouTube the episodes for free. So he's just watching those episodes on stream, and the chat loves it.
Oh my!
Smart.
I need to find.
That is
Yeah,
like
I
lazy
need to find something like
content.
I mean, it's lazy.
I
but
am.
it's
I'm
enjoyable.
lazy content, baby. Fuck yeah! I react all day.
Reacting, it's nice though. It's good. People love it.
It's a nice change of pace.
Changes are
But,
tuned immediately.
but I don't do
Changes are
it.
tuned immediately when I say I do it. Fucking fake as fuck.
You're right. No, but actually, I'm kind of lazy too sometimes. Where like I'll be eating and I'll just put on some Daily Dose of Internet. That's my fill. because
Yeah.
people like watching
I
it.
think everyone
That's the
likes
stuff.
Daily Dose. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching another episode of Boomer versus Zoomer. We're out for today, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.